I am Nahid Kabbani, and this is the Lighthouse for today's viewers. Welcome to our show. Today, I have a special guest for you, my viewers, just to shed some light about where we are, what is our home means to you. Our home meaning our Access Sacramento, and we are at the studio of Access Sacramento. I have in my show today our guest, our new executive director, Mr. Gary Martin, and I thought it's better to have the information, new information, and whatever we have now from him to you directly to know why we are excited this year. Let's welcome our guest, Mr. Gary. Welcome.
Thank you so much. It's a pleasure to be here with you, Nahid.
Thank you for giving me this opportunity to give our viewers an idea about what we have in our Access Sacramento to make sure that they will understand and benefit from what we offer them.
Well, I really appreciate the opportunity to talk about Access Sacramento because, as far as I'm concerned, we really are a gift to the community, but also our thanks to you for all the work that you do on behalf of Access Sacramento. Lighthouse for today's viewers, of course, is part of what you do. But you're also on our board and a very hardworking board member. So thank you for all you do on behalf of our organization.
You're welcome. We're all doing above and beyond to serve our community the best way because we are, as you know, in Access in Sacramento, the most diversity city in America, in the United States, I believe.
And that classification really makes a wonderful opportunity for the different cultures, the different people of Sacramento County to share their messages. And Access Sacramento's mission really is to make a difference one voice at a time. So for whoever has something that they want to share in some type of broadcast kind of way, it's our mission to help them. Like this program on Access Sacramento is a television show. Some people want to make television shows. We also do radio and internet broadcasting and do outreach to the internet. So all of that is exciting for people who really feel like they're not being heard. If you watch mainstream media, a lot of it is pretty much the same, and it's certainly all very commercial. But the messages that are on Access Sacramento are, for the most part, family friendly. On Channel 17 always. On Channel 18 we do programming that suits all sorts of needs, and that includes, for example, some music videos in the very early morning that are a little more language-based, if you understand what I'm saying. But that's okay, and there's a home for that maybe in the early morning hours as well from the Sacramento County audience. For people who enjoy that type of thing. So that's okay.
Wonderful. I believe I benefit, my community benefits also through your mission because I know that we serve who have no chance to have voice in media specifically.
English is just one language that we have on our channels, and if you watch Channel 17 and 18, you'll actually hear programming in 11 different languages over the course of the week. And that's a very exciting opportunity for those people, for example, who don't have access to programming in their own home language. So whether it's Asian Pacific Islander, whether it is from the Hmong community, whether it is from the Philippines in Tagalog, or from the Russian and Soviet communities, Ukraine, all sorts of different types of opportunities for people to really embrace broadcasting on our channel. And it's exciting times to be at Access Sacramento right now.
In fact, in my opinion, all ethnicities need this window this ability to do because talking about my community, they have almost 100 channels coming from Middle East in Arabic, but to me, this is nothing, doesn't give me anything here. I live here, so I need in Arabic, but programs for our community to direct them, to help them what to do, how to do, specifically for the immigrants, new immigrants now.
And the opportunity for people to become engaged in this idea of doing some type of outreach. You know, so many times people think exclusively of the internet. You know, there's YouTube and there's a variety of ways to seek out information. But the beautiful part of what cable television does is create an opportunity for the local citizen to speak to the local area. And it's more of a push as opposed to a pull. You know, if you go to the internet, you have to pull in the things that you want. But if you're watching cable television and you happen on a show like this one that's talking about Sacramento County and the good opportunities that are here to communicate and use media, you know, you're going to stick around and hopefully become a part of that. Because here at Access Sacramento, certainly we can help people who feel like they don't have the training to get the skills they need in order to create programs just like the one they're watching right now.
That's the best part of it. That's why I took advantage. I started also an Arabic show recently in Arabic language for the refugees, and we will give more information for them where to do, where to go, how to do things, and maybe we will give them English as a second language on net too.
And all of those opportunities, Nahid, as you outreach to your guests to provide opportunities for them in their own language to understand what's out there. I mean, there are so many nonprofit types of organizations that will honestly be very eager to share with your audience the types of information that they can provide. One of the ones that, you know, at some point you'll probably want to have on the air is a group called Opening Doors. Opening Doors is a nonprofit based here in Sacramento County that provides services to refugees. A big part of that organization's mission is to deal with those young ladies who have been involved in sex trafficking, who are now finding freedoms in America that they did not have in their home country. And that opportunity for education and opportunity in learning about that type of experience on Access Sacramento through programs like yours is going to be a very powerful, powerful
in fact,
thing.
I did introduce them in my show.
Oh, you've dealt with Opening Doors?
Yes.
Oh, well, see, I haven't seen all of your programs, so okay.
Yes,
well, good.
I
Very
did.
nice.
You're welcome. And we did show half in English and translate in Arabic immediately. Two ladies, one speaking Arabic, one speaking English. Barbara was introducing the Opening
Well,
Doors.
small world then. Okay,
Yes.
here I thought I was sharing new information for you.
Digging out, you know, trying to find the best for my viewers, my listeners, also to make sure and benefit them through the programs what we work hard for that. We are not here just to sit down and look at the things.
Well, you know, a big part of what we do here is to provide both training in communications as well as to provide opportunities to use equipment. So for those people who would want to maybe host their own show, but don't feel like they have the capacity to do that, well, you know, if you come down here to the Coloma Community Center in Sacramento, we're on 46th Street and T Street in Sacramento, you can become one of our members. And I know normally we're not allowed to give prices unless it's about Access Sacramento. That's the one exclusion in our channels. So a membership for Access Sacramento is only $30 a year.
For 24 students.
Say it again?
24 students.
Yes, and for a class, once you're a member, then you can sign up for a class. And those classes then allow you to learn how to use the equipment, either in the studio, like this location where we are now, or to use cameras and go out into the field and make a Hollywood-style movie, a documentary, a music video, some type of entertainment or information show like this using single camera stuff, cameras in the field. We teach people how to do that. So that they're not afraid of the technology. to be on television seems, exciting to a lot of people. But there's also some work associated with that. Heavens knows, Nahed, you shoot a lot of your own video out in the field and then have to edit it, and that takes time.
Yes, absolutely.
But did you take our classes, or did you already have those skills?
No, I took your classes. In fact, we cannot touch your camera until we take the classes to be licensed. We can take the camera and the lights and everything outside. Just sign it and take it and use it and bring it back, and you edit the show. Once
you're certified, you can check out those cameras and create your own programs. And that's how we get so much great video of the Sacramento community, in part, because everybody takes out our gear, and that's what it's there for.
That's why we have unique channel, not as other channels, because it is made of our producers who educate themselves here and did the shows here, most likely.
Right.
And we are working like opening doors for people to know technology and do that. That's first step to have the chance maybe to have business later, not just the show.
Because it's about relationships, and it's about having real information about your own community, and that's why these types of shows exist. And whether it's working in a studio and using multiple cameras like we have in this space, or building a graphic like the one that you have over our shoulders here that demonstrate the message of the show and the website that's there, it takes practice and it takes time to be able to develop those skills.
Absolutely. If somebody will talk about practice or technology, my friendly enemy. I'm pushing myself to learn, but I did it. At this age, if I did it, nobody will say, no, I cannot do it.
That's it.
Let's have a break, and we will be back soon for more information about how you benefit from Access Sacramento.
You're watching The Lighthouse for today's viewers, brought to you by oneworldforyou.org.
After the break, we were talking about the programs. Let's give our viewers an idea about our board and what is in it for them too.
Right. In addition to a membership, and Access Sacramento has about 600 different members who participate in a variety of ways, whether it's television, radio, internet kinds of outreach. There's also the leadership of Access Sacramento, which is the board of directors. And Nahed is one of the people who's on the board of directors, and we thank her for that service. But there are 15 people who volunteer their time to provide advice, counsel, guidance in the way Access Sacramento serves Sacramento County. The advice that we seek from them is in the approach to the classes that we take, the approach that we have to many of the special programs that we have, our film festival, our talent show, the service mission that we have to provide opportunities for people to get special training in social media and writing scripts, being performers, acting on the camera. All of those are a part of what we do. And so it requires a very strong volunteer base to provide a variety of outlooks so that we really do represent Sacramento County in all of its needs. One of the unique programs that we have that the Board of Directors kind of created as an outreach is the placement of studio equipment both in South Sacramento County and in the Natomas area off the Garden Highway at the Nonprofit Resource Center. And we call those our green studios. There's an opportunity for nonprofits to come into a television space that has a big green wall. And the green studio, through the magic of television then, is able to convert that green wall into what appears to be a studio, just like the one that we're we're in right now. And so that's just one opportunity that was been created in South Sacramento and in the Natomas area based on the direction from the board of directors, who said, wouldn't it be great to have more equipment out there for people to use? And so we found a way to make that happen. And for people who go into those locations, they can create shows like this one with a little bit of training and certification, and it works out really well.
Make it easy for the community to have more shows for their
Yes, because not everybody can make it, to downtown Sacramento
Also,
or here to East Sac.
The time for the studio, it's for everybody serving. There's a schedule. Sometimes you don't have enough time for your needs.
Right.
We have ability to do 1 or 2, for example. Maybe we need more.
Right.
That studio will give more priority of time for guests also.
Something that matches up with availability and location.
Yes.
It's all a part of what it takes to create TV.
For the board members, how to be a board member? Is it the same level or?
Well, it starts with becoming a member.
Yes.
And so for people who are members, they can then apply to be on the board of directors. And the application process is only about 3 pages. It's handwritten. The application is available in the main office here at the Coloma Community Center. Or if you go to the Access Sacramento website, that's www.accesssacramento.org. O-R-G. And when you go to that website, on the left-hand side, as you pull down, there's a board of directors application that's there. So for people who are interested in helping guide Channel 17 and Channel 18 here in Sacramento County, we absolutely are always interested in people who are interested in free speech, interested in diversity, interested in cultural opportunity for all the citizens of Sacramento County. And if that's really what their call is, then very likely they have a place on our board as we attempt to serve that mission for all the Sacramento County residents.
And we have 15 positions.
Right, 15 are members of the board. There are actually 3 that are appointed. So for people who put in applications, there's an opportunity to be appointed within a month or 2, typically. And then at the end of each calendar fiscal year for us, there's an election. And there are 6 board members elected in even-numbered years, 6 board members who are elected in odd-numbered years. And then periodically, because it's a 2-year membership, they have a change in jobs or aren't able to remain for a full what could be as many as 6 years, because you can be elected several times. So if they no longer can continue as an elected member, then those appointed people move into those seats and finish out the term. So we're absolutely interested in people who are important with ideas on how to make Access Sacramento better. If you don't mind, let me talk about kind of an opportunity to give us that. Okay. It's Monday night, and in about 2 weeks, on February the 21st, Friday the 21st, we're actually going to have a gathering here at Access Sacramento.
Monday or Friday.
It's a Friday. Did I say Monday?
Yes.
Sorry. Well, it's Monday now. But Friday, the 21st of February, we're going to have an opportunity for people to come together to give us advice about how Access Sacramento can do a better job. We're going to gather at 5:30 in the main auditorium of the Coloma Community Center. And that'll be an opportunity to share some food and to meet and greet our members, to see a little video that will play about 6 o'clock. And then very soon after 6 o'clock, we're going to ask the people who have come to our gathering to break up into several groups and then kind of come tour our facility and to talk about what they feel Access Sacramento can do better for them. In our planning, we call it strategic planning, so people have an opportunity to hear what we're thinking and then offer us some advice on that. They can give us some advice on membership services and different ways that we want to hear how we can do a better job either with our newsletter or our website or our classes. All of that's a part of what's available. So we want to hear about that. And then we'll actually invite people here into the TV studio with the intention of having them tell us how we should spend some money. Because we have a big TV monitor here and we have lights and drapes and you know, all of that periodically has to be replaced or there's other things that need to be purchased. So we'll talk about the spending. And then we'll go over to the Digital Media Lab and talk about maybe our digital future. What's going to happen in the way of software and outreach in that way. And then at the end of the evening, raffle prizes. So if you participate in each of those spaces, you're going to get raffle tickets with an opportunity to win some prizes at the end of the night. So that'll be nice.
And there is dinner also?
Yes, at 5:30 for people who come in, we're planning to have a very nice meal. We're still working out the details on how all of that's going to come together. But yes, at 5:30 there'll be food and socialization, and we're very excited about that opportunity. But then we're going to ask people to go to work for us at 6 o'clock.
And is it an invitation? Is it ticket? Is it?
Well, I'm inviting people right now. So if you're available on February the 21st, Friday, come on down to Access Sacramento, and we absolutely want to hear what you have to say.
I hope that everybody can share with us an idea and a bite also, and know what we have for you, and give us what you have as an idea for us to do better also for future. Thank you for this information. Really, it is
welcome.
really great. What about our office hours?
The Access Sacramento office is open Monday through Friday, and so for people who want to get information, do membership services, turn in projects to air on our channels, from 9 in the morning to 6 o'clock at night, Monday through Friday. The production side of the house, however, it closes on Friday so that we can open on Saturday. So for people who want to use the studio or to check out equipment, they do that, for example, on a Thursday, and then they don't have to bring back our checkout cameras until Saturday, because we're closed on Friday for production. Likewise, if they check out a camera on Saturday, they return it on Monday. So they can get actually 48 hours of opportunity to use our camera and equipment. Same way with the TV studio. Your program airs on Monday nights, and so there's an opportunity for people to get other 3-hour windows throughout the day, Monday through Thursday. For example, on Wednesdays, our own Access Sacramento live wire program is on live from 5 to 5:30. And so the studio would be active with that show at that time.
How many basic shows we have to mention it to the viewers?
Well, as I mentioned, we have programming in 11 different languages, and we're actually broadcasting on 2 different channels. Your show airs on Channel 17.
Yes.
And on Channel 18, we also have programs that are airing over there as well. In terms of original programming, we do approximately 10 hours a day. Our daytime schedule here on Channel 17 is actually comes from the educational channels, and we show instructional kinds of programs from the colleges or from the high schools that originate out of the Sacramento Educational Cable Consortium, which is SECC. So they use our Channel 17 during the day, which actually adds to the overall amount of original programming. But in terms of community-based programs that come from members and from Access Sacramento itself, about 10 hours a day original programming in prime time. Game of the week, hometown TV events, all of those are a part of what we create.
What about hometown? Can you give the viewers about an idea about hometown?
Hometown TV and Game of the Week is actually a project that is funded by our primary funder, which is the Sacramento County Community, let me say this right, Sacramento Metropolitan Cable Television Commission. There we go. And the Cable Television Commission funds a big part of what we do as Access Sacramento. One of the things that they pay for and that they ask us to do is to create and televise community events. So when it comes to television coverage of Elk Grove's Western Festival Parade, of the Asian Pacific Islander annual festival and show, performing arts show at the Crest Theater. When it comes to other types of community events that involve, for example, training on unemployment, election and voter night information, all of those things come to us as events that are happening in the community, and someone says, boy, wouldn't it be great to have that on television? Well, if you apply and fill out the form that's available online, your event can be on cable television
Earlier.
too.
Not the same day.
No, not the same day. No, no, no. No, generally we ask for about 2 months or 60 days in advance because there's an approval process. And planning television doesn't happen just instantaneously. You need to have planning for where the lights are going to be and where the cameras are going to be and how the audio is going to be hooked up so everybody can hear and see your event. Obviously, it doesn't make sense if the cameras roll out and there's not enough light to see and that there's no microphones there. So with enough advance notice, then we get the appropriate permissions to televise community events. And it is exciting stuff.
Absolutely. That's what I told the new group about the hometown, but from you, it's explanation better.
And the beautiful part about it, Nahed, is it's free.
That's wonderful.
If you turn it in as an application to us, then we're going to invest about $2,000 in staff and time and commitment, graphics, to make your event a televised event. So, everything from, a person whose daughter happens to be in a little ballet troupe, and they're doing their own little ballet thing. So they want to get that televised in a professional way. Apply to Access Sacramento, and we undoubtedly will be able to do something for you.
We are happy to serve you. And after the break, we will give you more and more from Access Sacramento to you. Just to stay tuned with us. We'll be back soon.
OneWorldForYou.org, promoting cultural understanding through the media.
Now we will see what Mr. Gary will tell us about a big event. Let's be with him, focus on what he will say.
Well, it is a big week because just 4 days ago, 5 days ago now, last Wednesday, we announced that we have essentially done the initial call for scripts for the 15th Place Called Sacramento Film Festival. 15 years ago, we wanted to create an opportunity for Sacramento filmmakers to write scripts about Sacramento and to do 10-minute short films about our community, using our filmmakers and our actors and people from our own community to showcase the great stories that are available right here in this area. And so for the 15th time now, we have an opportunity for people to step up and to write their own 10-minute scripts, to submit them as part of a Place Called Sacramento Film Festival, and to then have them judged. And we will select 10 of them to actually be produced over the summer for the ultimate showing on the big screen at the Crest in October. So we're just at the very, very beginning week, not even a week old for the call for scripts. But you have until April the 11th to submit the scripts. You can either print them on your printer and turn them in at Access Sacramento with the paperwork that goes with that, or you can, this year for the first time, submit your script online through our website.
Okay.
So that's new. Yeah.
That's good.
But April the 11th is the cutoff. Nahed, had you ever written a movie script before?
Not yet.
Have you? Not yet. Okay.
I would love to.
Well, for people who would like to but feel like they don't have the ability or skill or training, we actually are going to offer a class. So starting on March the 1st and running through 4 Saturdays in March, for people who would like to write a script and need some training in that, we're going to offer that class. So if you, and you don't have to be a member, normally our classes are reserved for people with memberships, but for absolutely anyone who wants to learn to write a script, potentially for a place called Sacramento, then you can sign up for the screenplay writing class. It'll be taught this year, Lauren, by Cosumnes River College professor Lauren Wagner. Lauren got her Master of Fine Arts in filmmaking from USC, so she's a pro. She knows how this is done. And whether it's how to build better characters or how to develop a 3-act kind of 10-minute story and have a beginning, a middle, and an end, you know, people need training in that.
Absolutely.
And so the class is very inexpensive. You can call our office and sign up directly, you know, with a credit card. But it's just the beginning of what is a place called Sacramento. We get about 70 scripts about every year, and we're going to select 10 of those. And then for those who would like more training in actual filmmaking, of course we have our regular, you know, shooting and editing of video class. But if you're interested in just learning how to make a film, then the next month in April, we'll have another series of classes that help people how to be, tell people how to be filmmaker. The next major piece after the April 11th cutoff on screenplays is an opportunity for all of the filmmaker technical side and all of the actors to get together with those 10 filmmakers who have their scripts selected. So another date for the calendar.
Yes.
Wednesday, May the 28th. That's the day when we do our big Place Called Sacramento cast and crew call, where the films will be revealed, the producers will talk about their stories, and recruit both technicians, camera operators, audio people, lighting, makeup, costumes, to work with actors. And everybody gets together here at the Coloma Community Center on May the 28th for the big cast and crew call. After that, make the films over the summer. And then the next big date is in October. It is Sunday, October the 6th, when you're able to see those 15th Place Called Sacramento films on the big screen.
15 this year?
Yeah, our 15th annual this year. Yep.
15th annual, 10 films.
Right, 10 films.
Yes.
10 10-minute films on the big screen. Yep.
That's exciting. Yes, every year getting better and better, and more people involved, even young generation.
You know, in our office, Michelle Barbaria is the co-organizer for this particular festival. And because I've only joined Access Sacramento just 7 months ago, she had a much better, you know, vision of how things have developed over time.
She worked hard for that every
Yes,
year.
she does.
Yes.
But what she said was that each year, and particularly in the last year, the script quality has just been amazing.
Yeah.
Some really brilliant Sacramento filmmakers and screenplay writers with great stories to tell.
Yes.
And it's exciting to see the quality of that work show up on the big screen just 6 months later.
We can mention here that we still have DVDs, have the whole shows,
Right.
10 films
Yep.
from last year and the year before. If somebody like to buy and see, have an idea what how it looked like.
If someone would like to own the DVD, which was last year's 14th Place Called Sacramento, all you have to do is call into the office and you can order a copy of that DVD. I'll give the phone number for anybody, and I'll give it again later, so if you get a pencil. The phone number to the Access Sacramento office is 916-456-8600, and then just hit extension 0 to go to the operator in order to be able to do that. But it's actually easier than that, Nahid. For somebody who wants to simply see some of those movies, go to our website, our news blog website, which is accesslocal.tv. And over on the right-hand side, there's Access Films. And you can see all 10 of last year's films right on our website.
Wow, that's good.
And likewise on the main Access Sacramento website, which is accesssacramento.org. Again, there's a banner that changes on the right-hand side, and it'll kind of flash through the 10 films from last year. Hit one of those buttons, it'll take you directly to the film.
That's nice. Good to know.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I hope that we will see more faces and more young generation, because they have a lot of things in their mind. They can show it in short film, and they are able more than me.
You might be surprised. You have to write that first script.
I like to learn. I like to learn, but they will be able to use technology and understand and address their issues also through films. It will be very nice.
You know, we had two films that I'll mark on from last year. The first, which dealt with some youngsters who kind of encounter otherworldly character. So it was a cute story about some young people who gotten a little bit of a fright because of this character that kind of shows up. But that was a story about young people. But there was also a very important story that was done about a young woman who supposedly has an abusive home and ends up kind of on the streets and is sort of adopted by this young man who is good friends with her. And suddenly she's kind of forced into a situation where, you know, she's being asked to do some things that she doesn't feel comfortable with, but now she's trapped and out of the home. And so there's this very human story about what can happen to young girls who have
real stories.
Real
actually,
stories.
Yes.
And so very, very powerful. And those are the types of things that, you know, help us understand our community, but also provide important information to perhaps some people who don't know
Keep
that there
our
are
community
options.
safe. Yeah.
Yes, that there are options. Yeah.
That's wonderful. And this is the huge event for us. We will work hard at that time from yesterday when you announced until we finished that show.
You know, it's a lot of work for, of course, all of the filmmakers.
Yes.
And managing a film festival obviously is a task as well. But we're going to put about 900 people into the Crest Theater to watch those films next October. And so watch for that opportunity because it's really a brilliant show and all about Sacramento.
But this is the first time you will be here for this activity. You will see Access Sacramento day and night, busy, people coming back and forth to new people.
Right.
Just for this matter, we will have a lot of new people.
Well, the nice part is that, you know, if someone needs a camera or if they need microphones or lights, we provide that free.
Yeah, we look huge. At that time, we are not Access Sacramento, normal Access Sacramento. We work hard and we act and serve more than our size, really. And we did before our job, good job, and this year hopefully will be.
Well, you know, for the 15th time, we're asking people to create films, and you know, normally 10 a year. We've only missed on one film ever. So a completed set of 139 films over the last 14 years, and hopefully we'll have 149 here in October of 2014.
And that's what make us unique, different than other station or other areas teach students how to do, or college or something.
Right.
We have something special in Access Sacramento to make us different, and that's why I tell my viewers, you will benefit no matter what. You will find something you like to do through Access Sacramento. Just come over and check out what is in it for you, and let's serve you the best from our heart, because we are here for you. Let's have a break. We will be back soon. Let us find what you still have for you in Access Sacramento, something new.
You know, there's lots of opportunities, obviously, to be on television on Channel 17 and 18 and to take classes. But another big outreach that we have is our audio programming. And for more than 25 years, we've also done radio. Now, most of that radio has been on the back channel, you know, the bulletin board messaging that happens on our channels during the day, on the weekends. And you can hear radio programmers with original Sacramento voices telling their stories and sharing their music on our radio side. The new piece that you're making reference to, though, is that we've actually applied to the FCC, the Federal Communication Commission, for permission to actually broadcast over the air. So what that means is that hopefully by the fall of 2014, we will have installed a low-power FM radio station. We're already creating programs. They are available on the internet. They're also available on our channels. For those of you who are on Comcast, if you push that SAP button, the second audio program on your remote control, you can hear our radio broadcasters. Apart from that, though, having a new radio station in Sacramento is going to be very exciting for all of our radio programmers, because now they'll be heard in the car radio and be able to be heard in that way. It's not, you know, all over Sacramento County. It's low power, but our transmitter will be in downtown Sacramento, and will broadcast from downtown about 5 miles in any one direction. So 5 miles is about to Arco, to Sleep Train Arena in the north, down to about Florin Road in the south. In the east, we'll go out past East Sacramento, our own Coloma Community Center, to about Sac State, and from downtown 5 miles into West Sacramento. So that diameter all around downtown and midtown. Very exciting times for our radio programming.
Not bad for starting.
Yeah.
Yes,
No, it's great.
absolutely. Now we will have the big event for fundraising. Let's have an idea and give our viewers a boost for that.
Well, you know, there's lots of programming on Access Sacramento that deals with talent. Local Talent Showcase from Tony is a wonderful program that talks about opportunities for performers. Our own Access Sacramento show, Listen Up Sacramento, showcases bands. But there is, from Access Sacramento, a television opportunity called Sacramento Has Talent. It is a talent show for talent show winners and for people who are kind of up-and-comers in our area. And so coming up on April the 10th, that's a Thursday night at the Crest, it's our big fundraiser of the year. Sacramento Has Talent is a televised talent show with 11 fantastic performers who are going to showcase what Sacramento can do as singers and bands and poets and dancers, all sorts of different opportunities for people to be in this show. We know that we have several judges who are already lined up. News 10's Dale Shornack has agreed to be a judge. The chef and restaurateur Taro from McCooney's will be on the program, on the stage as a judge. The host for this year's Sacramento Has Talent show is West Sacramento Mayor Chris Cabalden. We're hoping to get him to sing. So we'll have a great lineup of guests, and it is our big fundraiser. So you can go to our website for more information. You can go to the Crest Theater website. The date is April the 10th. And you can buy tickets from tickets.com. But it is our big fundraiser, and we would be delighted to have 900 people in the Crest to see that fantastic performance that we will televise and ultimately put on our channel.
Is there any certain age for talent people to come?
You know, there's an open audition that will be coming up in March. It is the second Saturday of March, March the 8th. And here in this TV studio, we'll have an open audition. We'll have 2 seats, we think, that will be still remaining. That'll be about 1 month out from the show. And those will be for singers. they'll be able to come into this studio, sing a cappella. They have to be able to just belt it out without any accompaniment and convince our judges that they should be the one of two people that would be picked that morning to be in the show. It'll be an interesting challenge for us, Nahed, because from 9 to 12, we'll be putting a lot of people through in a pre-audition. And then from those, we're going to pick 12. And those 12 will appear live on our channel on March the 8th from 1 to 2 o'clock with an opportunity to be among the last two who will make it into our show. So it's kind of a fun opportunity. But for anybody who's out there who knows how to sing and is willing to sing a cappella in this studio, you could get an opportunity not just to be live on our channel that day, March the 8th, March the 8th, but also to be invited back to compete in the television show Sacramento Has Talent in April.
That would be great.
Are you a singer? I asked
Not
if you were a
really. I
screenplay
forget
writer.
how to sing, but I will learn later.
You'd be in the choir. You can mouth it.
Yeah, that's what.
Don't make
that
no
would be,
sound.
yeah, yeah, something I missed. It's okay, but I'll do other things.
No, that's right.
But there's a lot of people start to ask about it really, and there's a new community might be coming and giving a chance for their kids.
Well, you know, it is an interesting thing. I mean, there are some other talent show television kinds of programs that are out there. What we're looking for is what's happening in our region.
Yes.
And we want to find two spectacular singers who will appear live that afternoon, but also come back and be on the big show at the Crest Theater. So it's exciting. We're
excited for
we're crossing
me
our
too.
fingers
Yes.
for having the
Yes.
room full.
We are working hard for that. And we need to reach out to talk to people about it, just because we would love to have more people. We are excited.
Right.
And we like to.
And it is a fundraiser for us. The primary sponsor is a program that we haven't even talked about yet today, and that's a journalism training program for young people who are primarily from the South Sacramento area. Access Sacramento has received a grant from the California Endowment, and the California Endowment is a very large philanthropic organization that is trying to improve health in 13 communities around the state of California. That project includes funding a information program, a journalism training program, that allows young people in high school and college to write articles for accesslocal.tv. Those journalists receive a small stipend, cash, from us as payment for the articles that they do and other deliverables that are a part of that. Videos, articles, podcasts, radio shows. And that's what Sacramento Has Talent primarily funds, in addition to some of the other activities that we do. But it's exciting to have those young people learning the craft of journalism, and then seeing their work published on our website, appearing on our channels. But it's also exciting because for many of them, this is their first job. And because so many families in the South County many times need extra resources, this is also a very powerful thing for the young people to assist their families in meeting monthly obligations. And that's exciting for us too, to provide some real support for people who, through training, are able to improve their lives.
It looks nice in their resume, first job.
That's
That
it.
will be great, yeah. That's wonderful. Is there anything else we can tell our viewers?
Well, Access Sacramento does its regular programming as well. Training for studio, training for single camera production, radio training, and the start to becoming a member is simply attending one of our free orientations. And in this month, there are two, February the 11th, so that's tomorrow night, and then next week on Wednesday, February the 19th, is another free orientation. And in order to get an opportunity to find out more about Access Sacramento and becoming a member, because there are some other rules that people would need to know about, then call into the office. Here's that phone number I promised again. Get your pencil. 916-456-8600. And sign up for a free orientation to Access Sacramento. Become a member, put your voice on the air, be heard.
That will be great. I believe I really feel that I gave you the best from the best. It was a great information we got from our executive director. I hope that you benefit from that and take advantage of it. Take advantage of us helping you. On behalf of you, my viewers, I thank you, Mr. Gary,
My
for
pleasure.
this opportunity.
It's a joy to be here with you, Naheed.
Thank you very much. And on behalf of my guests, I thank you, my viewers, and we'll see you next time.